talk, we laugh, we grow. No telling where it may go. And we're here to let you know. It's the Me and My Show. We talk, we laugh, we grow. No telling where it may go. And we're here to let you know. It's the Me and My Show.
Good evening, beauties, and welcome to the Me and My Show. In this edition of What's Poppin', it is I, your host, Simply Sheba. You know the slogan, I do what I want and not what I can. And what I want to do tonight is introduce you to Mama Hustle.
What up, O City?
Yes, you know you gotta say hello to the beauties. They are the reason why we do what
What's
we do.
happening?
Hey, sis.
What? Look,
Yes,
what's going on?
Not too much.
I mean,
we having a good time. You know, it's always a good time. Tonight,
here's the Tuesday.
Tuesday takeover, beauties. It was awesome today. I must say so myself. I'm gonna give myself all the credit. Yes, I am. Well, we sitting down tonight, ladies, with Mama Hustle and gentlemen with Mama Hustle. We are discussing several things. As always, we're gonna talk that music. We're definitely gonna talk 3G and what it means. It's a movement. So, sis, because I love you to death, I definitely know what the 3G movement is. Why don't you explain it to my beauties?
Hey, 3G is Go Get It Girl. And it's the highlight of the Mama Hustle movement. It's a women's empowerment movement. And it's like, go get it. It's yours. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason not to. Ain't no haterism, none of that. I congratulate everybody. 3G, go get it, girl.
Yes, I love the 3G movement. First and foremost, I like the fact that it empowers other women. It's positive. It's not, fuck that bitch, this or that. It's just wanting other women to come together and inspire one another. What was some of the motivation behind the 3G movement that made you want to pursue this?
It was my children. You feel me? Like, I was born with the hustle, but the mama behind it is my true motivation. I don't know if I would go as hard as I do if I wouldn't have, the five that I do. You know what I'm saying? But as a woman, I do see that we struggle in areas that, in self-confidence and, the world just want to put you in this box and say that, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to have long hair, straight hair, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And so really the movement is to help women get back to being women. You know what I'm saying? You look at a woman, and what I've learned in heading this movement is you'll look at a woman that's got degrees, she's very successful, but she's very broken on the inside. And there's something that someone that may not be as successful can offer this woman, you know what I'm saying, mm-hmm. that basically brings her to a whole nother level in her life, you know what I mean, and vice versa. We all got something to share with one another, and it's about networking, you know what I mean, helping uplift one another. So, each one teach one.
When it comes to us as women, do you find broken villages going on? Because it used to be things like that. It takes a village. It always was a representation of a hen house. It was always, we were together, we were nurturers, we were taking care of one another.
Right.
So do you find women have disassociated with the role of being nurturers and loving one another?
Absolutely.
What are some reasons you think this is happening amongst us chicks?
I think a lot of it is the whole lack of the male, you know what I mean? Rather it be, I say the male as a whole. If you look at a family, it's a mother, a father, and child. When you take that out of there, then this woman, she has to become this man, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, at first, I was supposed that, like, the women stayed at home. You know what I mean? And they took care of the children, and the men
we had time to congregate.
Absolutely, absolutely. So then, you know what I mean? The main focus was to take care of the home, take care of your children. You know what I'm saying? And then when the other responsibility was added on, it was like, well, wait a minute. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this, that. So, we don't necessarily need you anymore. You know what I mean? And it just, the whole mindset, I feel like it's just unbalanced. You know what I mean? In life, not to say that you have to have a man to be successful or anything like that, but even from your upbringing, you know what I mean? Coming from a home where it was 2-parent versus 1-parent, it all starts with your idealism, you know what I mean, as a woman, and I can say, coming from a household where my mother was married, she was married to not a good person, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But she taught me how to take care of my man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to bring him his plate and to, do this and do that. It's gonna all come back to you. I watched my granny take care of my papa, and he took care of her. You know what I'm saying?
A good man.
So absolutely. So it's all about balance. You know what I mean? And it starts at home. And I think when we don't have it, we start to try to overcompensate for things that are not there, and we lose it. I shouldn't have to do that, or, everything just becomes awry. You know what I mean? Everything is just off kilter.
Want to say what's up to some of the beauties. Delisa's in the building. What's going on, Mr. Mark Murphy? And also Don LaShawn. What's up, Noise? Thank you for tuning in. You've been checking us out all day. I seen you rocking with us in Tuesday Takeover. And Lady Aces in the building. Shout out to you, Tiff. Appreciate you all for tuning in. As I said, we're sitting down with Mama Hustle talking about this 3G movement. I'm so excited because every time it pops, I always have a good time. I always learn something new. I always meet new people. When you have any type of event. This music, though.
Yeah, boy.
This music, though.
Yes.
So, I love it. Go get it, girl. The struggle, my jams, which we are going to bring to you beauties a little later on in the show. And don't forget, please react. Drop your questions down in the box. Please ask any questions that you feel like, or whatnot. What's going on, Flame? Shout out to no bands. That means no bitch ass niggas. I am definitely on that team.
Straight up. Shout out.
On that team. So,
already.
Shout out to HB Flame for that movement. But this music though, I'm a big fan. So is it the passion, the main passion, or is it something you just felt that you was good at, so you decided to pursue? How do you feel about it?
You know what? I've been dying to get back on this show because you had asked me the first time that you interviewed me. I think it might have been a couple of years ago.
Almost 2 years. Congratulations to the Me and Mine show, y'all. Y'all been rocking with me for 2 years. Salute. I definitely appreciate that. Straight
up. Well, you was asking me what drives me or what separates me, and it's two things that kind of brought it home. You know what I mean? One is I was talking to my relative, and he was like, he was spitting my bars back at me. Shout out to Randall Rhymes. But he was spitting my bars back at me. We was just having a real conversation, and I'm hearing my bars. So at first I thought it was cute, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's that jam. That's that jam. But the more he started talking to me, he made me realize that what I'm talking about is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel it in my bones. So when you see me perform or anything, that passion is going to always be the drive. And that's why I'm always going to make timeless music. You feel me? Like, I can go back to some cuts that I made years ago and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing that I feel like I am getting better as an artist. Mm-hmm. But again, that passion, in this world is it's easy to conform. You know, it's easy to switch up to some nonsense because it seems like that's what's popular.
You can be a
You know what
sexy
I mean?
whore talking about you
All
making
that.
people
You
pay
hear
for your
me?
puss, your kumquat.
All that.
For the
You know
money,
what I mean?
you can do it for the money. Not knocking nobody.
Not knocking nobody.
Get
Hey,
out how you live. You
absolutely.
Know
I swear.
I'm just,
I
the
swear.
hustle,
3G
you know,
all the
whichever,
way.
whatever your
But
hustle, we embrace
it's just
everybody.
not me.
I'm
It's
just
just
saying
not
that's
me.
not your movement. That's one
It's
of the
just not
things
me.
that I appreciate about your music. It's not, you know, sell something to get something. Exchange something to get something. It's very empowering. It's very movement. It's very positive to women out here. You know, you having a bad day, you can throw it in and just start feeling real good on the inside.
Women and men. And that's what's so dope. Like, you know, I mean, what man want a weak woman anyway?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And then if you just spitting real recognize real. So you're going to be like, yeah, that's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the choices you make is the path that you take. You have to admit when you make a mistake. Humility set the good from the great. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying?
You know, all on my show.
All that. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. And that's what keep me in it. Like, I'll go back and listen to something and be like, man, that's real. You know what I'm saying? And that's what music is about. If you are a true fan of the art, all genres, you know what I'm saying? It gives you a feeling. It can bring you up. It can bring you down. It can make you feel like you want to party. It can make you feel like you want to click clack. You know what I'm saying? Music, it motivates you. It takes you so many places. And so I feel like I want to use that, you know, power, so to speak, in the right way. You know, I got a message, you know what I'm saying? And I got to get it off, you know what I'm saying? I got to get it off, and I love hip-hop. You heard me?
Well, speaking of that 3G movement, go get it, girl. I would say it's the anthem. Like, I'm going to make it the 3G anthem.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
real
saying?
shit, and it is.
So,
it is.
We're going to definitely play that for the beauty, so that way they can understand exactly what it is that we're talking about. So, more with Mama Hustle when we come back right here on the Me and Ma Show. Stay tuned after this break.
Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Position yourself for that kingdom to come, and that kingdom will come because thy will be done. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. You are a queen, straighten your crown for you to come up. Gotta think that. One for the money, two for the show. If you not ready, I do not know. I do not know. Oh, Sam, I am. If you for real, then put bands in my hand. Sleep ain't for jiggers that's trying to get rich. Hustling, putting it out on the beach. Going for yours, going for mine. Dance in the rain cause the sun gonna shine. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Trying to impress all the wrong faces. Respected perception, fire and ashes. Are they full cups or half empty glasses? Change gotta come, it then got drastic. You cannot tell real from plastic. Real to minority, masses is fake. Choices you make is the path that you take. Have to admit when you make a mistake. Humility set the good from the great. Think out the box, stay on your square. You can't give up, you almost there. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Lessons on lessons. Keep you progressing. Keep haters guessing. Sinners confessing, investing. No question about nothing. Just use your discretion. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Position yourself for that kingdom to come, and that kingdom will come because thy will be done. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. You are a queen, straighten your crown for you to come up. Gotta think that. Making deals deals with the devil trying to elevate your level when you wonder why it don't go right, yo. Keep your nose to the grind and your head to the sky, everything gon' be alright, though. Why don't ask why we just comply and play with the hand that we dealt. If you knew like you know, would you do like you did? Would you hide like you hid? Would you slide like you slid? Dust yourself out, straighten your crown for you to come up. Gotta stay down, not down for whatever, but down for the weather, whatever we weather together. Trash a treasure, now or never. Pain of pleasure, such is life. Like a puzzle, gotta put the pieces in the places right. If it don't fit, don't force. Fight the feeling, focus, don't recite. Pray Allah for better days. If I make it through the night, you see my purpose for existence is to bring about transition. Gotta be about my business if I'm gon' complete my mission. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Position yourself for that kingdom to come, and that kingdom will come because thy will be done. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. You rock a queen, straighten your crown for you to come up. Gotta stay down. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it, girl. Go get it. Go get it.
And we are back, beauties of this eye. Your host, Simply Sheba, and thank you for tuning in to the Me and My Show on this edition of What's Poppin'. Mama Hustle is what's poppin', beauty.
What up? What up?
That was Go Get It, Girl. One of my favorite videos in the world. Like I said, this makes you feel good, make you feel gangster. Y'all was all up in the caddy like that.
You do what you gotta do.
You heard me.
Do what you
Get
gotta
out
do.
here. So we're gonna take a couple of questions from and comments from some of the beauties. So somebody asked, just because I'm a bit of a petty cake sis, somebody asked, where is Daddy Hustle?
Oh. Daddy Hustle, Daddy Hustle is in the booth. He in the booth. He exists. Like, real shit. He exists. I'm going to have to say it. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm worth it.
Oh, shit, did I just get an exclusive? Like, is that
you hear me? I think I'm worth it.
If
you know what I'm saying?
Me and My Show, I'm not going to press tonight, sis.
Please don't. Please don't. But I think I'm worth it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like that.
And you are, queen.
Yeah.
You most definitely are. So, Ace said, shout out to Lady Ace. And if y'all not tuning in to Illville Radio,
we got work to do.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
We got work to do.
She said she had the pleasure to witness your performance at 101. She's understanding your grind to the fullest and keep it coming.
Thank you. Don't do it. Don't do that. Trust.
Yes.
Thank you.
Got to love. You got to love the people out here for real. So Noy says we passed the. Well, get her. I see you when I see you. I see you when I see you. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm excited to sit down with all my beauties. If it's popping in the city, to come holler at me right here under Me and My Show. So, tell me, is there some future projects in store? What are you been working on? What you been doing?
Yes, man. You know what? It's crazy because my years last year, it was just crazy. All kind of stuff going, and I really didn't release a lot of new music. You know what I mean? Last year, but the movement popped. You know what I mean? The movement popped. Linked up with a bunch of different organizations at the end of the year, able to donate food, clothes, all that. But in regards to the music, I just dropped a single called I Hustle. You know what I mean? The I Hustle shirts is coming out. You feel me?
They got on the Mama Hustle.
Yeah, got the Mama
Hustle.
Hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Girl. Let them know where they can
straight branded. Get at me Etsy.com. You can get at me at Mama Hustle Movement on Instagram, Mama Hustle Movement on Twitter. Straight up. Inbox me, DM. It's on. You know what I'm saying? It's a movement. We got the Hustle Nutrition Facts. We got the Mama Hustle Nutrition Facts. We got the Baby Hustle Nutrition Facts. It's a family affair. You know what I mean? Getting ready to get incorporated with the family style hustle.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Got to separate all these entities. It's so many things that I do that we have to separate all these entities. The music, the previous album that I released is going to be re-released with some new music. Like I said, we got this new single coming out.
Drinks and shit.
Yeah.
And what about this single, I Hustle? I love the title.
Hey.
I'm so mad I can't play it for the
Hey,
tonight.
I'm telling
I know
you.
I should have had it assigned by now.
Hey, that's gonna be the one. Hey, we perfecting it. Shout out to Grindhard. Definitely appreciate you.
What up, though?
We perfecting it. Shout out to Supremacy, he producer of the beat. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it happen. But March 9th, though, you hear me? Denver, Colorado, getting on this UGK Resurrection Tour. Shout out to Mama Red Promotions, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be able to link up in Colorado.
Other women at that.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. You
More
feel me?
women about their business.
Absolutely.
You know, I know their motto.
You know
we working. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah. Learn about it. Hey, salute. You know what I'm saying? Get props where props is due. But, you know what I'm saying? This month is really just going to kick off the whole year. We got South by Southwest the following weekend. This I Hustle, we going in with it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? Everything is iPhone this. Man, I hustle. You hear me? All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the hustle is all I know.
I like it. Oh, and I know, like you said,
hustling professional.
It's going across platforms because you know the dudes is gonna be feeling super dope. I already feel dope. Yeah. I feel like that. You know, I work like a Jamaican. So.
You hear me? How many chores you got? How many chores you got?
Right.
Like I thought you was off work. I am, but I'm at work another work. You feel me? I'm still working. It don't stop.
Yes.
It don't stop. It don't stop.
I feel you on that. So, you know, I don't talk much about mainstream music and stuff, but here lately, in this past, I'll say 3 months, there has been a climate change in entertainment. Because we are a part of entertainment, where however you say, big or small, this is what we do. In some ways it affects us, especially you being an artist. You know, going into these studios and these male-driven studios. You know, working with all of these men, because predominantly making this dope music you're making, you run into more men than women. Absolutely. So, with the current climate change, how do you feel about being a woman going forward, working with men? And before this whole sexual harassment, sexual assault, what was your relationship, and where have you even experienced some of the things that people have been talking about? Okay, you know. Yeah. Okay, see, you know, we have been on this whole it's not your beauty, it's your booty type deal. You know what I'm saying? Hustle don't pay what you weigh. I'm not trying to go there. You feel me? Now, there has been situations that I'm mixed to, and that probably wasn't the best idea. You know, but as a general rule, no. You know what I'm saying? You got to separate. You got to keep business. You know what I mean? And you got to be able to stand on yours. I'm talented enough, you know what I'm saying, that I don't have to ride on nobody else's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times they need that to boost them up. You know, they might really be whack. And some dude is boosting them, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, they're female or whatever. I don't know the situation, you know what I'm saying, but I bring an element to gangsterism to everything that I do, and it ain't on me, it's in me, you know what I'm saying. My daddy is Brad Story, you feel me? So, I mean, it's just like that, but, you know, it just comes from having to
protect yourself or, you know, your environment. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really come off, I don't feel like I come off like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm in a league of my own because I know it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to stand up and be like, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you this bread, you know, and we're going to keep it business, you know, because you get to taking in favors and they expect a favor. And then you just created a monster, you know what I'm saying? And I'd rather not even deal with that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel
So
like,
you have seen it though,
oh hell
especially
yeah,
at this
hell yeah,
independent status. It is a lot of people
hell
wanting the
yeah.
exchange going on.
Exactly. You got to be very careful. You have to be very careful, just like with anything, who you accept a favor from. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's time to pay up, is you gonna be ready to pay.
Be aware
you know what I'm
of
saying?
people offering you everything you want that's in a position to take everything you have. That's a quote from A Winkle in Time, one of my favorite books. I read, y'all. I read. Nah. You know how I feel about education.
Sleep.
But I'm just saying, so I definitely understand. I don't really think I just, it's crazy that we're living. I mean, I understand the sexuality part of entertainment. And I can also understand how it's much easier to say, well, you can get a little shot of kumquat versus my dollars. But I'm like you, I just rather pay my money and keep it pushing.
And that's
so
why I say, and some people, that's how they maneuver. You know, they use it because they know they can. You know what I'm saying? And for some females, that's how they do it.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is, well, how do you feel about people? I mean, you know, what about them people who are but what about the girl that's uncomfortable? You know, she don't want to, but she don't have no money. You know, and she really want to get her music out there. You know what I mean? I mean, you know,
that's real. It's real shit.
It's the reality of what's really going on around her. We talking about Oscar winning actresses talking about, you know, they gave up shots in order to get movie parts, in order to do these things. But now, 10, 15, 20, 3 years later, they saying they felt harassed and assaulted because so much of that activity was going on that men felt presumptuous just to feel like that they can do that with everybody, like all the girls that they come up to. Like, is there some kind of sexualism with a lot of the guys that you ran into outside of just, what's up, I want to make my song, I got my bread? I mean, you come with that to the table, and then somewhere in the conversation they hit with you, let me rub your booty.
Yeah. You know, I mean, for me personally, I ain't got it just like that, but I know that it exists. You know what I'm saying? I understand the sexual innuendos, you know what I'm saying, the suggestions, you know, but I can't say nobody directly came to me like for this, for that, but it's different stuff that people do that, you know, okay, but the thing is you have to set your guidelines, and that's just like the chick that would prefer to strip on a pole as opposed to work a job outside in the cold. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because that be me in the cold. You hear me? You feel me? Hey, boots lace. That be me. You know what I'm saying? I could have took that route, and I say it's the easy route, but I'm not in that position, so I don't know how easy or hard it is. But it's just not my route. You feel me? So if I ain't walked in them shoes, I can't really say what it feel like.
But this is the purpose for the movement. That no matter
that's the purpose for the movement, to let you know that you got options. Like, it's not like that. Like, you're not the only one that been backed up in this corner, and you don't gotta lay down and fall down. You can swing and you can get up out of there. Like, you really can. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can be a winner. A lot of times people don't. You gotta have somebody telling you you can be a winner. You can do this. And for me, I done been through so much. It's not really too much that you can come at me with that you say that happened or whatever that I won't understand. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's some things I can't say, well, maybe I can't relate to that. But try me. You know what I'm saying? Try me. You know, and that's another reason why hustle got to get it out there. All these things that have occurred in my life, you know what I'm saying? All these triumphs and tragedies in my life, I gotta share them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta share them. I gotta give people so they can feed off of that and get whatever they can out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? Is to push that, and it's a blessing to have riders. You know what I'm saying? She ain't said much. She been trying to be off the hook, but this is one of my number one riders. This is my A1 day one. This is my oldest. You feel me? She believe in this movement. She know what this movement is about. You feel me? She was there. She was there. She done seen her mama go through it all. You feel me? If anybody know the heart and soul, what it's all about, is this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to baby. That's what I call her, because that's how I'm going to keep her, my baby. I call her baby. You feel me? Yeah.
Well, recently, we sat down. I just introduced a 4-part series that I'm doing called Are Black Men Absent Fathers and Dispelling the Myth? And we sat down with 2 gentlemen by the name of Elijah Muhammad and Jay. And we were just talking about like some of the roles and things of, you know, and the misconception that Black fathers aren't in the picture. Mm-hmm. But, you know, there were some things that they said that I agreed with, and then there were some things that I was saying, but that is really the reality of what's going on as well. That a lot of them are missing it, because I'm on the other side of being one of the mothers missing the other half. So, I mean, you know, so therefore, when it comes to our youth in the current climate, because like you have a daughter and 4 more to go with her, when it comes to things like the music that they listen to right now, what's going on right now, what are some of the conversations that you sit down and have with your very first fans, you know, the people who are rooting for you.
Yeah. You know, the blessing with my children is that they really are deep, and they're really thinkers. You know what I'm saying? My children were raised up with Islam, and contrary to, I guess, popular belief or whatever, you know, it's a religion of peace, you know, and it's a religion that teaches you to study yourself, you know, and in those lessons being pumped into them, you know, just like people that went to church all the time, you wonder, was they learning anything? You know, I wonder, you know, do they be learning anything? But we have deep conversations, you know what I'm saying, where the average individual, it would be like, what are y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because we understand spirituality, we understand truth versus falsehood. You know, a lot of this stuff out here is illusions of the world, and we don't even have those conversations because we know that it's fake already. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing that they understand that. You know, it's a blessing that they understand the difference between truth and falsehood. Now, what they do with it as they grow and mature is, you know, to be seen. It's absolutely, it's to be seen, you know what I mean? But when I sit down and I have conversations with her, and she can tell me about stuff that's happening across the ocean, you know what I mean, global events, you know what I mean, they way beyond this petty, and that's what's so sad, you know what I'm saying, because you can't blame the parent that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what to teach their child. You know, again, that's what the movement is about. You know what I mean? Pick up a book. You know, this child got goals up on her wall, you know, saying what she needs to do. You know what I'm saying?
Vision board.
Awesome. She got a vision board. And as a matter of fact, she bought me my own little thing. Mine's not even complete. Hers is up on the wall, posted up. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to, you know, I've never really censored them as far as what they could listen to. You know, it's funny because my mama, she is tripping about one customer. What? They said hell. They said what? You know, tripping. Oh, I ain't listen to that. I don't censor them. They listen to what they want to listen to. You know what I mean? But the conversations that we have, they really have an understanding of what's going on in this world, like the stuff that really, really matters. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like, you know, I got to keep going. We can't just keep it to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? This world is hurting. It's hurting.
Well, I guess I got a question for both of y'all. The first time you sat down with me on the show, that dude, man, that is currently our president, wasn't our president. Yeah. He was winning, you know, and we chopped it a little bit about about, well, we fast forward, he won, sis.
Yeah, right.
He won. And since then, we've been through several different events that, you know, are conversation worthy, I guess I would say. Just here recently, the school shooting, you know, all the babies is marching, which pertains to you. All of the kids are marching about, you know, they want to be safe in America. They don't want to go to school, go to class and get shot down. You know, what do you see? I mean, because it still got 2 more years to go. I don't want to talk about how I think maybe he'll mess up or what he gonna lead, terrible things he gonna lead us into, but more so on what are some things or tips that you think as parents and just adults in general that we can do to prepare for whatever. I don't know what it is, it's gonna happen, but whatever it is, it's gonna happen. And you as a young adult, how's all of this affecting you? Things like school shootings, you know, taxes, because you work and stuff in the system, you know. How do you feel about the president that we have now? Because you were also a teenager when Obama was in office, so, you know, you had the current consciousness to say, I like that dude. Like, how do you feel about the difference between the two presidents, and not just, you know, because one was black and one was white?
To be honest, like, in reality, there has been no president that's ever, like, helped us at all.
Yeah, not even.
There's been no president.
Let me give you a side note. Not even Bill Clinton, the one that everybody likes so much, because he's the reason why now we have mass incarceration and 3 strikes rule, and why half the families in America are no longer together. Continue.
And so, really, like, people, like, you don't like Donald Trump, okay, but we've been through John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, we passed by Hillary Clinton, thank God.
Twice.
So, she's way worse than Donald Trump, trust me. She got on live TV and she told us that we were animals and that we all deserve to be locked in a cage. Donald Trump, he's an idiot, of course, but he doesn't really affect, like, our day-to-day basis. Donald Trump, you hear about him, but on a day-to-day basis, you know, what he's doing is not necessarily affecting you as, like, a person. Now, you can hear stories about, like, the wall. You know, he can't build a wall. He can't afford it. He can't afford it. We can't pay enough taxes for him to afford it. So, you know, that's just him talking at the back of his neck.
He likes Twitter.
So, you know, you guys kind of just gas him up for, like, oh, yeah, you're the president, and you say that. If you give him that clout, of course, he's going to be like, well, yeah, this is cool. We're going to go along with it. You know, he's going to keep it going until it stops. The same thing with the school shootings. There's ways to avoid that in black communities. Before you even walk through the door, you have to go through a metal detector. So all these rich white kids, you can just walk in their school. There's no security. There's no nothing. But for us, we don't have money. We don't have nothing. And
we got metal detectors.
We got police officers at school. You guys can't do that. You don't hear about. They don't go to black schools and shoot up the black kids. They go to the white kids and shoot the white kids. So maybe the way that you treat us, maybe you should, you know, make their schools look like jailhouses also. And maybe people
but call it being safe.
Yeah, maybe people won't go in there and shoot them up. So
they call it being safe, though.
It's just one of those things. You just kind of have to know yourself and how you feel about where you stand in the world. And then those people that affect you, then you can go and deal with those people. Because 9 times out of 10, you're never going to meet Donald Trump. Taxes are still going to be high. We're still going to be oppressed because you're not going to join together. So you have a lot of bigger issues than Donald Trump, to be honest. You know, we have to...
And how do you feel about that, though, as a young adult? Not seeing the unity amongst African Americans.
And for, like, my generation, it's going to be a little bit different from y'all because we, in a way, we really are united to a certain extent. Like, we do have...
You all are more diverse when it comes to other ethnicities.
Oh,
I can't say that. Y'all got way more Mexican and white and Asian friends and stuff than we ever did.
Of course. And it's because now that times have kind of changed, where when you look at, like, the race of a person, if you can't really determine if they have a good soul or a bad soul. And it's more about, you know, good people united rather than, you know, bad people united. But now we're so mixed up. Like, you have people like Oprah Winfrey who, like, you have these oppressed people in your own country and you won't even talk to them or think about helping them, but you could go to Africa and build a whole school. We need schools here specifically for that reason why you made a school.
So you're not on the Oprah for President team?
No, of course, no.
I thought that was hilarious.
She's not diverse enough to even be a president.
You think she left us? You think she left us? I mean, my people understand what I'm saying. Y'all think Oprah left us? I mean, she's still her, but do y'all think
I love her to a certain extent because I can put my feet in her shoes at a certain point. Like, but I feel like when I do get to that point, the turns and drop downs and climb ups that she did, I wouldn't do that to a certain extent because you never want to forget where you come from,
right.
And that's about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like kind of knowing yourself. Right. As a person, being
comfortable with yourself.
And everybody does that. So sometimes,
but she did come up in the era where it was very hard. She had to put on certain mannerisms and characteristics in order to elevate. She had to drop certain associations or whatnot with certain people in order to elevate. As I said again, for your generation, the world has changed a couple of times, so they're more open to a lot of things. Like your hair would have had been no way.
Oh yeah,
it would have no. I mean, right now there's like this big debate in the Supreme Court right now if dreadlocks should or should not, be automatically banned from getting you hired.
Right.
So I mean, to an extent, things have for you guys. This is my thing.
I think it's more like of a clout point, though, like to give somebody some type of recognition for being some type of way. Yeah. Because, like, for us as a whole, our generation, we're not going to allow that you can't let us wear our hair the way we want to wear our hair. You can't tell us if we can't wear. You can't tell us you can't wear jeans. Like, this is me. You can't tell me how to be me at all.
Christian young people and gay folks. I just added y'all to my list. At first, it was just Christians and the gays. They make moves. Then all the people I know can march, not hit nobody, and stuff gets done. I don't know who they know up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who they know up there in that office. But they get about 3 rallies, laws get changed and everything. I'm nice to them because I never want them to come for me. Did you hear me? They ain't got to hit nobody or nothing. Simple march. Now, we've been marching 400 years. We done got beat up, bit by dogs, water holes, and everything, and they still saying, fuck y'all. These people marched for like 3 years. They changed the whole marriage vows, the rights, and the ability, everything. So I don't really mess with them. They my friends because I don't want them to march on me. You know what I mean? And I'm adding young people to the list because after they friends got shot up, them little white kids got on TV and said, y'all got us fucked up. Y'all on some bullshit. Now the world is saying we need new gun laws. Now, old white people been getting, am I lying? Have y'all been paying attention? Old white people, now we did, since Columbine, it's been like 9 school mass shootings. Yeah. All the white people, even Obama black ass got up there and said, this gotta stop. And nobody said nothing. NRA was running shit. Them babies been on TV for 2 months saying, y'all got us fucked up. And now everybody about to go to secret Congress, rewrite gun laws, they proposition and Trump scared the kids. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going to add y'all to my list of people I don't want to make mad because I'll make moves.
That's just kind of scary, though, to a certain extent because the main thing for the gun laws, they want to take the guns away so we don't have them, period. And the only people who have guns is them. So then it'd be more like, how are we going to defend ourselves when we're at a crisis? Our government, we don't even have a government, to be honest. Our government is corrupt.
It's so divided. They're fighting every day.
They're corrupt. They don't have any money. They're going to try to take our money. Then we don't have no way to defend ourselves. And you're taking our money, so then what's going to happen?
Do you encourage, I love talking to the young people. Do you encourage your friends to do things like vote? Do you encourage your friends to, look at stuff like the news, pay attention to not just the streets, but the world? Do you every now and then give $5 to them little starving kids over there in Africa? Do you give $5 to these little starving ass kids over here in Oklahoma? Because it is some, a lot of them. Your mama got donations going for them. And grown people too. Me too. We trying to help. I'm just saying. Take care of home. I'm just a big believer in take care of home first. Yeah. Little kids in Africa, I be feeling sad for them and everything, but then I get to looking around here and be saying, did y'all watch Channel 4 and then people still looking for a forever home? Them little kids still on there looking for a forever home, and the majority of them are minorities and little black children or low income white children. So, because they treat you real bad if you poor and white. You just don't get a pass because you white. You got to be white with money or a nice wage.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I was interested. I'm so glad you sat down with me because I'm very interested to know what the youth thinks about everything that's going on around here. You know, because I be wondering, do y'all talk about it?
We do.
Like
we're social media like pings it to us so fast. We probably know before the news knows.
I know you know before me.
We probably know about stuff before the news even knows. We've probably already had discussions about it, how we feel about it. But really, we know that when we go out to vote, it's not going to, our votes is going to be passed off to somebody else, mixed around, washed out. So if we vote, it could make a difference, maybe, but then maybe not. So then now then you go to like BET and they're like, yeah, vote, definitely vote. We all get out, we vote,
tell us don't get
and
pregnant.
then
Y'all doing good.
So I'm like, what? Let's go vote, and then y'all go vote.
See, me and your mama thought that was funny. I'm not lying. BET used to come on every Saturday. Teen Something used to come on and say, "Don't get pregnant. Safe sex. Don't get pregnant."
Wrap it up.
Now, they could BET come on and they saying vote young people. So I think y'all doing good. You know what I mean?
I want us to vote, and then the people that they want us to vote for. You want us to vote for Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump.
You don't like her, do you?
I don't, because she's a woman, and I just don't understand
why she chose to make the decision.
Like, you're supposed to be a good type of person. You're supposed to have some type of good in you. A man has to be strong and forced to make these decisions. But you're a woman, you're supposed to be able to sit back and then go out and do it. You need to sit back. You just like, all right.
So you sound like you probably would have been for Bernie or somebody. Independent.
No, I don't even care.
Just not that bitch, huh?
Right.
Got you.
As long as
I
she would have had us all messed. I think that's just her goal was to come in and, because she was more like charity. Yeah, let's do all this charity work. Let's help the poor. That talks about us, like, so.
Is this what you was talking about her, Mom?
Exactly what I'm talking about. I could just, I could just sit back. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I gave birth to this baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, all praises be. It's just a blessing to see the product, you know what I mean, of everything that I do to keep the lights on, to make sure that you got a place, something to eat. May not always be what you want to eat, you know what I'm saying? But, that's why I do it, though, like, real. And the way that I feel like my children are seasoned, there are women that are my age and older that couldn't even give you this conversation. They don't even comprehend on that level. Not to knock anybody's wherever they are, but it's to bring other people up. You know what I mean? From what you thought might have been all you can do. You know what I mean? Somebody need to tell you that you can do it. As simple as that may seem to somebody that has always said, you can do it, you're beautiful. Some people have never heard it. You know what I mean? It's the first time when this year was the second year that we had our luncheon, and someone came up to me and said that they had never been to an event like that ever. And they are well over their 20s, over their 30s. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you would think, me just being, me, I'm like, okay, this probably goes on everywhere or whatever, not to think that someone
had never done it
before. You know what I mean? So that lets me know it's work to do, because she's not that only person. You know what I mean? And she's not a destitute. Sometimes people feel like you only need help if you at your lowest point. Again, these are successful people, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That just need that extra. Everybody has something. You never know what you share with someone. And, that brings me to you, Sheba. You had mentioned about the lady that talked about losing her son. You know what I mean? And, she wasn't a main speaker. And a lot of the times that people have commented to me about the event, they spoke on the main speaker because she was phenomenal.
Yes, she was.
And, most of the comments that I got was about the main speaker. But then when you spoke about her, and I believe that it was my mom that you were talking about, but what she shared, you were able to take something from that. And again, every element of it is to help somebody. Whatever you can get from it, whatever you can take from it, from the smallest to the biggest piece, just giving back is what the movement is about. And the music is just a platform to push it. Because I love hip hop, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that's why it's like,
together.
You know what I'm saying? Like music, like I'm gonna get with it.
It seriously gives me the opportunity to sit down, have good drinks, listen to good music, and have the kind of conversations I want to have. You know what I mean? I sit down with a lot of people. We talk about the music, but we talk about a lot of good things. We talk about a lot of helpful things and things that can help one another. You know, I'm all about. We got to stick together because you know my favorite line is what is the alternative?
Right,
you know
there is none.
Because nobody asks that question ever. Like, well, if we don't do this, what's gonna happen?
It's not optional.
So I don't think we have an alternative but to stick together to help each other. We're gonna go to commercial break. Well, we're gonna go to video break. This is Mama Hustle, the struggle. Check it out. And please, beauty, stay tuned. We will be right back right here on the Mia Mind Show.
Jack for his kid, Jill kept standing, straighten up a crime. This one ain't gon' hold me down. Guess I get this cream, live this American dream. Wait patiently up on my king. Might be an armor or some Levi jeans. Wise men told me this one thing that I never forget. Ain't nobody never drowned from sweat. Harder it is, hustle harder you get. You're unforgettable, hard to forget. Respect, that's what you get from me, not everybody. Somebody gonna hate on you eventually. Even though you're sweet like now or later. The later, however, becomes now or never. Everything's the same, ain't nothing changed but the weather. And we gon' be alright, cause I'ma keep this shit together. It's real, the struggle is real. Yeah, it's real. The struggle is real. struggle in here. So real, so
My bad. Good evening, beauties. We are back. It is I, your host, Simply Sheba. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Me and My show. In this edition of What's Poppin', and What's Poppin' is Mama Hustle. We're sitting down right now, checking it out, doing what we do. Let's say once again hello to the beauty. Say hi to the people.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
And we can't make them not feel special.
Right on, right on.
You know. Some people leave. You know how they be like, people come and they go. They come and they go. So that's what's up. But so we before the video break, that's what we were talking about, just the movement and the things that come with it, empowering women and just empowering people in general as a community.
Absolutely.
As far as when it comes to family, bonding as women, bonding as families, you incorporate the children in everything that you do. As far as like when you were talking about the nutrition facts, you got the baby hustle facts. You know what I'm saying? So it's information not only for adults, but as well as our young adults, as also our little kids, because we gotta talk to them too, man. You gotta talk to your 9-year-old. I still got a 10-year-old, so I still have to have conversations with her about things that's going on around here. And these children are smarter than you think. These little millennium babies, these cell phone born with the cell phone in your hand, baby. Yes. Tell me about some of the changes that you see, you know, from you growing up to versus now raising your children in this technological era.
It's the whole gamer Wi-Fi deal. You know, I got my kids a Y membership, and I like literally got to make them get out the house. Now it's getting better, you know.
Even with times, the boys.
Even with the boys, I got one. He just as cold on the court as he is, you know, sitting down. And the new argument is they can actually make money being gamers. You know, it's people that make a $6 million salary being a gamer.
So now can let us play the game because we can make some bread.
Yeah, but you know, you got to read a book. I'm sorry. You know, they get mad when I say, oh no, you know, I'll be the one to ask for a business plan, which I'm still waiting on business plans, and I mean that. You know, you gotta plan your work and work your plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, and that's real. You know, it sounds like, oh, just something cool to say, but you gotta live by that, and it's real. You know, when you apply these different methods, you can see that it works. You know, it works. If you don't try it, then you'll never know. You know what I'm saying? But with this new, you know, information superhighway, everything racing, moving so fast, I have to slow it down for them. And that brings me to another affiliation that we have, which is His Promised Land Ranch. It's another nonprofit organization. It's a ranch probably about an hour or so from here. Mm-hmm. But we're going to be working there to start having retreats for women and children as well. But just getting away from all that, the cell phones, you know what I mean? Getting back to the basics.
Sometime, man.
Absolutely. You have to. You know what I mean? You have to. You have to understand. Again, in life, it's balance. I understand that they are so far advanced. Like, I stopped being able to help the kids with homework, like, in elementary. Seemed like, what is that? No, go ask your sister. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I understand there is a need for them to keep up with that. But again, you got to have that balance. And I'm going to make sure
but it's nothing
that
wrong
you have
with like
that.
good old fashioned
That's
exercise
right.
because you know a diabetes and diabetics, the ratio of acquired diabetes versus born with diabetes is higher to the acquired side.
Yes.
So this is just more people getting diabetes because they eating bad and not working
Right.
out versus
Yep.
people that just need insulin because they was born with a deficiency.
Yep.
You know what
Not
I'm
only the
saying?
health factors, you know. I mean, it's not health. It really is. It's mental health. It's
Yes.
physical health. It's
It's keeping
all
your
that.
mind running.
Absolutely. So I mean, it's a health hazard. Period. Too much. You know what I mean? But too much anything is bad
Yeah,
for you.
even
You
good
know what
stuff.
I'm saying? Real
I need
talk.
people to know that
Real
even
talk.
good stuff.
You know what I mean? You gotta have balance.
I like it. Let's talk a little bit about some of your community works. You got so much. We were speaking earlier and you were saying about all it having to separate the entities having to compartmentalize things. So tell us about some of the different projects that you are the various different projects that you are currently involved in.
So I gotta give my testimony, okay? So I was working for this company. You know what I'm saying? And you know, basically things they wasn't going right, you know what I mean? And I know personally that I'm bigger than this company anyway. And things not going right. So I sit down with our sister and I say, you know, I need the movement to move, you know what I mean? I need involvement. I am originally from Wichita, Kansas. Shout out to the 316. You know what I'm saying? But I live in the 405. You feel me? So I have to start making connections here. You know, I have to start being more active here. So in that moment, the great God of the universe linked me up with this organization, the Northeast Cultural Center. It's a long story how it happened, but it was fate. It wasn't no accident. Miss Lori Combs she runs it. She is a phenomenal woman. What initially drew me to her is that she was providing food to people in the community. And this wasn't just, I mean, any food is good. If you get a bowl of oatmeal and you don't have anything to eat, that's good. You know what I mean? But this woman would cook like your granny would cook for you and would have plenty of it. She's got a setup that's like a restaurant, so you don't have to feel shame, you know, coming in there. And then you can take it to go. Absolutely. Don't nobody want to feel like that. Even the person that don't have anything, they like to sit down and eat and feel dignified. You know what I mean? Well, the movement was able to link up with her because we had a clothing drive that we timing and everything just wasn't working out. So anyway, we got with her for the clothing drive, and that just kind of kicked everything off. It started Thanksgiving. We linked up with her again on Christmas. We did another clothing drive. We gave away hats, coats, gloves, socks, brand new stuff. But the Mama Hustle Movement Association has made a lifetime commitment to this organization that every month we will provide her with a certain amount of food donations to keep this running. When this woman told me that sometimes they have hot dogs, like I can remember trying to find whatever I could find out of my kitchen to feed my kids, but this is the same mentality that she's taking to feed the community. Whatever that I can do, if I got to take something out of my own cabinet to donate to her organization, that's what I'm going to do. But, you know what I mean? The more that I put the movement out there, the more
beauties,
people
definitely contact Mama Hustle if you have any perishable items that you would like to donate to the movement. You know, we have our year-long clothing drive going on around here. We're taking all adults, women, men, kids, babies. If you got it, drop it off to us. Anything that you need from us is definitely hit us up.
For sure, we'll
got it. Anything that we here at the show can do, because we are definitely about giving back.
Absolutely.
So just let us know.
Absolutely. So, you know, that affiliation, it just kind of, it sparked other things. Like I said, his Promised Land Ranch, you know, there is a senior center, and forgive me for not having the full name, but we were able to link up with them in a last minute donation rush, I guess you would call it, because I didn't find out until like their last 2 days of this food drive. But it is a senior home that they have a pantry for older people, well, for the people that live there, for when they run out of like their food stamps or whatever it is. But they have a pantry on site, and they need constant donations. So, you know, wherever there is a need in the community, the movement wants to be there to help some kind of way. So everything that I do ultimately feeds into the movement. But the more affiliations that we get, you know, the better it is. The better it is. And I asked for it, and I'm starting to get it, and I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. I always say it's a blessing to be a blessing.
Of course, you know, everything you receive, you know, and I said all the time, all your blessings ain't your own.
Yeah,
some of them I give it to you to spread back out to others. So,
right,
you know,
no doubt.
I'm so scared to just keep everything to myself. I don't know what to do.
I'm telling you.
Here, y'all, just take it off.
I'm telling you. The secret. Look up that book, read it. The Secret, it's real.
Oh. She just dropped us a book note.
I sure did.
Read, so
I sure did.
Check that out. So we're gonna wrap it up. As always, this is always a great time when you come to the show. I've enjoyed myself. I hope
shout out to the show.
The beauties definitely have enjoyed you. I got been thumbs up and fingers and hearts and stuff. I love reaction buttons. Like, did y'all get reaction drunk when they came? Like, wasn't you so excited? I'm still mad they
laughing people, but I like the hearts and stuff. It's cool.
Y'all laughing, folks. I be wild. I'm just mad they don't have a thumbs down now. They need that. So I can definitely be like, boo.
Like, right, whack.
That was boo. I don't mind telling people boo. You know?
For real.
I don't mind saying it. Boo. It's all good fun. But before we get out of here, tell the beauties where in every social media platform, every address, and any and everywhere that they can find you in the Mama Hustle movement.
Right. Everything is Mama Hustle Movement. Got at Mama Hustle Movement for Twitter, Mama Hustle Movement for Instagram, and you can get me at Mama Hustle Movement Association on Facebook. Definitely want to appreciate everybody, or say thank you, and I do appreciate everybody for tuning in. March 9th, it is going down in Colorado, this UGK Resurrection Tour. Mama Hustle gonna show up and show out, and that is for sure.
The beauty fits are gonna come on through. They got their taxes.
Look, I ain't even got my taxes, and I'm mad. I ain't even gonna lie, because I work hard every day. Yeah, but anyway, it ain't gonna stop me.
Okay, but well, before we leave, you know, I will take a moment to be petty. Now, I will say this. I don't understand everybody's big deal about the taxes. If I worked, hurt my feet, my fingers, my toes.
I'm saying.
Because in my mind, when they talking about people showing out with their taxes, them is the people who have sold their kids, you know, various other things in order to acquire tax money that didn't belong to them. But why you hating on the person who done hurt their feet?
Hey, they not complaining when I'm paying that $8.50 every month.
Go buy magic motherfucking beans. Let them buy magic beans.
You hear me? Plant,
you heard
water, whatever it is.
You understand what I'm saying? She walked 57 steps all the way down to the ground, and that shit dragged behind her like the red carpet.
When nobody talking about me when I paid this light bill with a comma, all praises be got paid. We didn't get in the dark.
2.9%. Yeah. FICA took 2.9%.
You hear me?
Give me my stuff back.
You hear me?
I'm just saying. But
just saying.
That's my note on that. I think people to be all worried about other people's taxes. People that's mad.
Manage your own finances.
They didn't do what they wanted to with their money.
Be happy that you whatever.
Or they didn't have no money.
You ain't in that tax bracket or whatever.
But I'm saying, I just think they didn't do what they wanted to with their money. They didn't get the money they thought they should have. Some made them angry. Because in real life, if you got your money, why is you not spending it and worried about what somebody else doing with theirs?
And if you made too much, you already got it. So why you ain't? You already got it. You know what I mean? Come on.
I guess the moral of the story is don't be a hater.
That's right. Simply. Bottom line, play your hand.
You know what it is, beauties. This has been the Me and My Show in this edition of What's Poppin'. I am your host, Simply Sheba. You know the slogan, I do what I want and not what I can. I will be back to you all Thursday with that Throwback Thursday. So check it out because it also features my God, Marlon Thompson, and also my fave girl in the whole wide world, Delia Tishay. It's 3 hours, me, her, and him. You know?
It's going down.
It's going down. You bored at work. You know, you can't turn your TV on. Put your headphones in. Listen to me. And the greatest thing about this thing, if you did miss the interview tonight, you can rewind this shit. So try it. As always, you know what it is, beauties. I hope to see you in traffic.
Thunder up. I hope we won tonight.
Right.
I hope we smashed the Rockets. I hope, you know, even if we don't, hey, so city or no city.
That's what happens. You get on wine and stuff. You forget all about the basketball guy. But like I said, beauties, you know what it is. I hope to see you guys in traffic. But if I don't, picture me rolling.